Started, and it's Reiss Nelson who finds the back of the net and makes it Arsenal 1, Manchester United 0.
Well, it was on the cards, Dave. They were starting to gather up ahead of steam. Arsenal. Lovely through ball. Look at the red shirts pouring forward. This is just cut back. Nelson couldn't miss from there. Got off to a good start as well. A little bit disappointing. We just faded in the last 5 or 10 minutes a little bit. So this goal was no great surprise.
United players asking the question of whether he may have been offside, but none of the officials agreed that he was. And Arsenal, as a result, go ahead, and Nelson joins Steffi Mavidi as top Arsenal goal scorer with 6 goals this campaign. So, what's the United response? Here's Gribbin. And Olasunde looking to take on Bramall. And in the end, the referee deeming that Olasunde was too physical.
Yeah, okay, just there, mate. Okay.
Going back to the goal, Dave, Nelson's goal, I can understand why the United lads were complaining, because when he actually put the ball in the back of the net, he did look 2 or 3 yards offside, but I think when the ball was played, I think he was onside.
Well, we'll tie that up for you in a minute, Lou. Show you another angle of the goal. Mitchell's header finds Borthwick Jackson, who picks out O'Hara, who had to be quick with his feet. Chris Willock. Olasunde with some defending to do here, which he does. Chris Willock to Ainsley Maitland-Niles, trying to find space for the shot here. Charlie Scott not letting him, and Jenkinson lifts it over the top. So, offside or onside, Lou? You can be the man to decide. It's relatively hard to see, I'm being told, but have a little look.
Certainly, when he receives the ball, Dave, he looks at offside, but when the ball's played, oh no, I think he's onside. When the ball's played across the face of the goals, I think he's onside.
Ultimately, we can watch it as many times as we want. It is Arsenal 1, Manchester United 0, unfortunately.
I was going to say the man in black has made that decision, but of course he's not in black. The man in green.
He's in a sort of strange turquoise. Not sure what the official colour is for the assistants tonight. Newcastle 2 up in their playoff game against Fulham. As it stands, they're going through to the playoff final. Here's Bramall taking on Olasunde, looking for Nketiah, who opens his body up and opens up Manchester United and gives Arsenal a 2-goal cushion. It's a quick-fire Arsenal double, just like it was in the first team yesterday.
Well, there's nothing wrong with Nketiah's control, Dave, when the ball arrives at his feet. Controls it perfectly, giving a little bit too much room. There's the first touch, second touch, back of the net. This was always on the cards. We seemed to just fade a little bit in the last 15 minutes or so. Good strike, back of the net, goalkeeper no chance.
And with 9 minutes to go to half-time, Arsenal now have a commanding lead, and there was certainly no hint of offside about that one. So where to go from here? Needs to be a change in attacking thrust from those in blue. Maybe Demi Mitchell can provide that. Josh Bowie trying to help it back to him. Here's Chris Willock as Arsenal go again. Looking dangerous every time they come forward at the moment. Nelson who got the first. This is Kamara. Nelson again. Sheaf to Kamara. Bramall to Nelson. Tries the tricks but gets no change out of McTominay. Can tell you at home that Lou Macari was so frustrated to see the second goal go, and he totally lost control of his pen and it went flying through the table here. Team sheets going everywhere.
I think it's landed on some Arsenal supporter's head, Dave. I just see somebody scratching his head in front of us.
If you see any breaking news about an Arsenal fan hurt by a pen, it's Lou Macari who's at fault. Nothing to do with me. Chris Willock gives it, gets it back, shapes to shoot, and it was Borthwick Jackson in the way this time. Joshua Harrop keeps it in for Manchester United. This is Sunday, who's looked threatening when he's got forward. United perhaps need to get him further up the pitch if they can. It's just a case of stopping the Arsenal threat, isn't it, really?
Well, it's so disappointing after a good start, 15 minutes gone, and I was just saying how well we were doing. And when you're away from home, that's an achievement. But since then, it's been mostly Arsenal.
Down goes Demi Mitchell against Jenkinson.
I was just going to say, David, but Jenkinson, funny enough, he looks the one player that doesn't really want to be out there at this moment in time. He's a lot more experienced than the rest of them, and when you see so many youngsters and then he's an experienced pro amongst them, just not right.
Yeah, Carl Jenkinson's last Arsenal first-team appearance was in November. He's made 6 reserve appearances this season before tonight. Josh Harrop's over this free kick. A goal back now would change things before the break. A chance for United to be threatening here potentially if the delivery's right. Referee just trying to sort out some shenanigans. Tyrell Warren and Glenn Kamara, the two tangling in the middle. So Harrop's had to wait. What can he produce here? It's away by the front man. And Gribben tried to keep the pressure on, but has given it to his opposite number. Chris Willock feeds Nketiah. And United all of a sudden are in trouble here. Nelson's well forward too. Mitchell recovered though to slow Arsenal down at least. Chris Willock back to Ainsley Maitland-Niles. Reece Nelson trying to find the angle. A good solid challenge in the end by Borthwick Jackson. He's won a goal kick as well.
So important nowadays, Dave, that when you get free kicks, especially high up the pitch, that you make good use of it. We saw there Josh Harrop into the near post, cleared quite easily, and Arsenal broke away.
Let's just remind you what's coming up in the next few days here on MUTV. Thursday back in the Europa League. 5 p.m. we start our build-up to the Celta Vigo second leg. Friday night live football with the under-18s, 6:30. Blackburn Rovers in town. Sunday it's the first team again against Tottenham. Build-up from 1:30. And of course following that as well, the last live reserves game of the season against Tottenham at Old Trafford. Sheaf sees that one back to Matt Macy. Well, it's time for a team talking about 3 minutes, Lou.
Yeah, that's
well,
a good one.
They were disappointed because it looked as if they were in control early on, and now all of a sudden backs against the wall. I've got to be honest, David, at this moment in time, it looks as if it's a case of how many.
Bramall galloping forward, looking for Morgos. Away by Mitchell. And then Willock looks for Josh Bowie, who really could do with some help up there. Kicked around by Kamara.
There's not much in this though.
There's plenty of experience on the Arsenal team at this level, but it's interesting to note the two goal scorers are both 17.
And they've looked lively, both of them.
Down goes Mitchell. Saras Morgos just annoying Mitchell, and indeed the referee as well, by nudging the ball away.
What age is Morgos, Dave?
Morgos is 19.
19. Looks younger than 19. He's been lively as well.
A regular in the under-18s last season, but also played in the under-19s and under-21s. And trained with the first team too.
I take it from Greece, would that be right?
Indeed, yeah. From Amarousio, if you know your Greek geography. Half-time fast approaching here. Arsenal looking comfortable. Ben Sheaf looking for the run of Maitland-Niles. Tyrell Warren went with him and Maitland-Niles was offside.